Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my theory tuition series where I'm working with you step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. We're continuing with the last paper, paper S, of the 2016 grade 2 past papers. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets. They're available in US letter or A4 to accompany each step of this series. All the information that you need to know can be found within this document. And also there's a page with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials. And so if you want to revisit some information leading up to this exam grade, all of the exercises and the music theory and practice workbooks can be found on those YouTube video tutorials. You can also access information about the books that I have available. I've written How to Take Your ABRSM Music Theory Exam, and it's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to best make use of the time when you're actually in the exam room taking the exam paper. So if you visit sharonbill.com, it's all there for you. If you can give me a like, that'd be fab, and subscribe to my channel to keep updated. And so let's turn to the page 14, I think. Yes, page 14, and we're going to continue with question 5 of this specimen paper from the year 2016. I hope that you've had a go of these first on your own. It's always better to try it first rather than just copy the answers along with me. It's always better to learn by your mistakes. And so I'm hoping that you've had a go of that, and we'll now answer this question together. So question 5 asks us to name each key as shown by its key signature. The first answer is given. And so they're going to ask us to name either the major or the minor keys. I always find it best to write out the major and minor keys before I even start an exam paper, and then the information's to hand, and it's all just there for you. You've done all your thinking in one place. And so 2 sharps is always F sharp and C sharp. You hardly even need to work those out. It's always F sharp is 1 sharp, F sharp and C sharps is 2 sharps, and that would be D major. 1 flat, it could be F major, but they've asked us for a minor key, and so F major is related to D minor. Get my words straight, and so this must be D minor. So 1 sharp is always F sharps, and that would be G major. Alternatively, it could be E minor, but they've asked us for the major scale. Now we know that no sharps or flats is C major, and the related minor key is A minor. This last one is 3 flats, which is always B flats, E flats and A flats, and that would be E flat major. There's no other way of approaching this than just knowing the keys and being able to get them down on paper, and then you can just bring it to mind when you need to answer any of these questions. It's relating to quite a lot of questions on this exam paper, so you really need to know those keys. Let's press on to question 6. So question 6 asks us to rewrite this melody using the key signature of A major. So we need to add a key signature. It says leave out all unnecessary accidentals, but they've helpfully hinted by saying remember to include any that are needed. So not everything is necessarily going to be included in the key signature. So first of all, we'll address that first point. A major has a key signature of F, C and G sharps, and it's always positioned in the treble clef, top line for the F, every good boy deserves football, C sharp is the 3rd space up, F, A, C, and the G sharp is just resting on that top space outside of the stave. So now we've got that key signature, we no longer need to add a C sharp or an F sharp. However, D sharp is not included in the key signature, so we need to include these accidentals. G sharp we no longer need to add as an accidental because that will be taken care of by the key signature. C sharp is taken care of by the key signature. A sharp, however, is not part of the key signature, so we need to make sure we include that as an accidental. and then C sharp we no longer need to add because the key signature's taken care of that. So now I'm just going to go and get these note heads in first of all. I'll worry about the stems later. So I know that I need that sharp. I've done the thinking for that already. I know that I need that natural sign because that's not taken care of by the key signature. Only F, C and G are accounted for by the key signature. There we go, nothing there. Dot that. That sharp is no longer needed now. Back again. No longer need the C sharp, that's in the key signature. Down a step, dot. However, we do need the A sharp as an accidental. C sharp we don't need now because that's in the key signature. And finishing on the B. Here we go then. So I think I'll need a ruler here to continue this. And now it's just a matter of copying. All of these need to be beamed together, so I think I'll use a ruler to keep it neat and tidy. And again, here these need to be beamed, slightly ascending. There we go, and that's that question complete. Let's move on to question 7. Question 7 asks us to name the degree of the scale, so we're counting the steps of the scale of each of the notes marked with a star. Very helpfully they've given us the first example here, and they've also told us that the key is B flat major, B flats and E flats. And so everything that we're counting up, we're always counting B flat as note 1, and I think that's the only way it's possible to really go wrong other than just genuinely miscounting, because if you forget to count the B flat or the line B as 1 and begin 1 on the next note, then everything will be degree of the scale out. So we just need to count from 1. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, B, C, D, E, so that's a fourth. And then actually here, B, C, D, we already know that's a third. They've actually given us that one already. So we've counted from B, 1, 3, 5, 7, that's a seventh. Next door to our octave, B flat. Of course the key signature takes care of any of the flats. Here we have a B flat. So that's our octave or eighth. Here we have an F, 1, 3, 5, that's a fifth. G, so from B we go 1, 3, 5, sixth. B flat again is a first or an octave, either of those will do, or eighth. And then next door to that is second. Okay, that's that dealt with. Section B. Give the letter name of the highest note in the melody. So just glancing ahead, we've got to look at all these ledger lines, and this is the highest, and we can either work this out by counting from a note that we know. We know this is F, because treble clef, every good boy deserves football. F, G, A, B, C, D. So that will give us the answer. Alternatively, you can count down an octave from here. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8 takes us to D. But we know we're an octave higher. There we go then. I hope that's been helpful to you. We'll look at the last question in the next video. If you can give me a like, that would be fab, and subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's loads more to come, and please do visit sharonbill.com to make use of all the resources there that are there to help you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.